By the time I crossed the state line, the sun was low, and the road signs had stopped pretending to care where I was going. Gas stations showed up every 50 miles like reluctant witnesses. My phone lost service, then found it, then gave up completely. Honestly, that felt right. I drove until the highway narrowed, until the world got quiet on purpose. Then I saw it. Welcome to Haven Ridge. Population 1,982. I kept driving for a few seconds longer than necessary. Towns meant people. People meant questions. Questions meant lies. But Haven Ridge didn't look curious. It looked asleep. So I turned in. The place felt preserved, a diner with a neon sign that buzzed like it had opinions. A hardware store that definitely sold the same hammer it did 20 years ago. Porch lights left on, not out of fear, just habit. I rented a room above the diner that night, paid cash, said very little. The woman at the counter didn't ask my name, didn't ask where I was from. She just said breakfast started at 6 and the coffee was always on. I liked her immediately. Days pass and then weeks. I learned how to be boring on purpose. Same seat, same nods, same routine. In Haven Ridge, keeping to yourself wasn't suspicious. It was polite. That's when I noticed the mechanic shop. It sat just outside town, leaning like it had accepted defeat but refused to die. The sign was crooked. The windows were dusty. Everyone else saw junk. I saw cover. I bought it with a small piece of the shoebox money, just enough to feel dangerous, not enough to feel stupid. Then I got to work. I cleaned. I fixed. I learned things the hard way. My hands hurt. My back complained. But for the first time in a long time, something was moving forward. When Ridge Repair and Restore opened, business was slow. Then one farmer took a chance, then another. I charged fair prices, sometimes less and sometimes nothing. People noticed. They waved when I passed. Kids hung around asking dumb questions. Someone invited me to a barbecue. I stayed for one beer and left before anyone asked where I came from. Years passed like that. The money grew. The shoebox stopped feeling like a bomb and started feeling like a retirement plan with a bad origin story. I slept better, ate better, let my guard down just enough to scare myself. Then one night I walked into the diner and picked up a newspaper, because of course I did. Page 3, small section, big mistake. There I was, a picture from when I was a kid, my name in bold, missing, case still open. I laughed, not because it was funny, because screaming into a pie display felt rude. Then I read my mom's words. If my son is alive, I hope he knows I never stopped looking. The room felt too bright, too loud, too alive. I folded the paper carefully. All this time I'd been running from criminals. Turns out the most dangerous thing waiting for me was home.